All right, by now, probably a lot of you guys have realized that Apocalypse tier grinding is going to take a very, very long time. I have probably over 60 hours into Worldslayer so far, and I'm only tier 35. I'm about 3/4 of the way through this tier, and I played for about 10 hours yesterday on just tier 35 and went up about half the bar. So it is going to take an incredibly long time to get Apocalypse tier 40. So I just want to make this video so you make sure you guys are doing the best possible methods of ranking up. Yeah, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. We're going to have builds coming out here starting tomorrow. Also, make sure you guys head on over to Twitch. That's where you make all our builds. And if you guys have any sort of questions, you can ask me on over there. But let's go ahead and jump into the best way of leveling up your Apocalypse tiers. So I had ended up testing a couple different ways. I kind of recorded my XP before and after starting a couple expeditions to see roughly how much total we were getting from different expeditions. And also I did that same thing with the trials, just one run through of the trials going straight through the shortest possible route from start to the boss. And what I ended up finding was that the expeditions gave a little bit less XP per minute as opposed to the trials, because what the trials can end up doing is actually you're able to farm the boss. So the expeditions here, I would kind of stay away from these. The only times I would go into these expeditions is if you need a little bit more XP to rank up to the next Apocalypse tier. Instead of starting a whole new trial run, just run like 1 or 2 expeditions, get that next tier, and then go back into trials. For the trials, what you guys are going to want to do is just make it to the final boss as quick as possible, because that is going to be your best XP, because you can actually farm this boss several times per run, as long as you guys don't die. So make sure you aren't really dying as you're going through, because then you're going to run out of times you can farm this per run. So all you guys are going to do is just start the run and then just make your way there in the quickest way possible. So I just go straight to the Temple of the Anomaly. I find this room a little bit quicker and easier than the Mausoleum up here, but any of these will do, whichever one you guys have the easiest time with. And then just run through, do the mid boss, and then the throne room up here, and then the Father's Chambers. Just keep working your way through as quick as you can. Don't spend a lot of time looting, because it will add up. The longer you sit there, the longer it's going to take. And your loot, obviously, make sure you don't throw away any god rolls, but for the most part, you are going to be getting rid of a lot, because you're just constantly going to outgrow it, and it costs a lot to upgrade it. But once you guys get to the Father's Sanctum, that's where you guys are going to get a ton of XP. So with a solid build, I was killing this boss in about like 20 to 25 seconds per run. Really wasn't taking that long. And then all you guys got to do is, once you kill that boss, make sure you guys open up your menu and then click return to lobby. That's really all you need to do. You can do this in a group as well. Just hit return to squad. Once you guys are all back in the lobby, just load back in and you'll load up right before the boss. And you can do this as many times as you have attempts left. So eventually it'll say last attempt, and then that will be your last kill on that boss. And then you come back to the courtyard and restart the entire trials over and over again. By far, this was giving the most amount of XP. So most of the expeditions were giving just a hair over 100,000 XP per minute. And then we did this duos, by the way, so I don't know if it changes whether you're solo, duo, or trio, but we did 2 of us. And then also with the entire trials run in the shortest way possible, we got about 140,000 XP per minute, roughly. But then if you just take into account the final boss, farming that several times, you can get over 200,000 XP per minute, which is by far the fastest, which is why I am saying that you guys should just be running to the final boss of trials as quick as you can and farming it as many times as you can. And unfortunately, this is just what you have to do. This is what I've been grinding. This is what all of my friends have been grinding, to rank up our Apocalypse tiers as quick as we possibly can. And it's just never going to be quick. There's really no way around it unless they change it. Hopefully they make it like account wide, so you really only have to do it once instead of doing it each per character, because you're looking at hundreds of hours to get all 4 characters up to max Apocalypse tiers. But for right now, this is going to be your best way of ranking that up. But then to make sure you guys can actually just keep running these super quick, all you guys got to do is roughly when you hit like tier 28 to 30 is about where you should have an established build. I would just pick a build that you want to just grind with, something that is quick, even if it's not the most fun. If your goal is to hit 40, this is just going to be something you're going to want to do. Just pick a build and stick with it, and pick a gun that you're going to want to carry with you. So for me, I picked this Death Shield. I've been carrying this thing with me for about like 15 levels now. I've been using Fortress, Strings, and Claymore on there, and I've just brought this up every single level. The moment I rank up, I level it up, because it does get pretty pricey to rank up some of these items, but with how long it takes, it's not really too bad if you pick like maybe 4 items to bring with you as you guys go out through the tiers. So those 4 for me are the Death Shield and then my Heat Seeker set, my 3 pieces from there, and I just bring them up and keep going through, and it's allowed me to just continue on running these trials in like 20 minutes or less. Depends on how much I'm actually paying attention, but just get that established build, pick the couple items that you want to keep, and just keep ranking them up with you as you guys are going up the tiers. Yeah, like I've said, there's really no fast way of going up the tiers. It's going to take a very long time to grind all the way up to 40. So if you guys don't want to get all the way to 40, just pick like an Apocalypse tier that suits you, maybe like 30 or something, and grind towards that. 30 doesn't take too incredibly long, and I think that's a nice solid place to land if you guys aren't about the hardcore grinding. But best of luck in your endless trials runs up to level 40. It is going to take a minute, but hopefully this makes it a little bit easier and a little bit quicker for you guys, so you don't spend quite as many hours getting up to 40. Yeah, if you guys found the video helpful, make sure to leave a thumbs up on it to let me know. Also consider subscribing for more Outriders content. Make sure you guys come on over to Twitch. We're going to be streaming almost every single day with Worldslayer here, so hopefully I'll see some of you over there. But anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next video. See ya.